Okay, so this is a fictional town and a salon for Beretta Crossing, which is a town that is kind of like the action genre. It's about greed, because the people in this town are greedy because they want to have all of the action and adventure to themselves. It's regarding the news, because there's a news section on here talking about like news articles and press releases about what's going on in the town. It's regarding the collapse of civilization, because this town is on the verge of collapsing because of all of the action and adventure things that are going on, like the car chases right through the streets. It's involving a bounty, because if you look in the bounty or in the news section, there is an article talking about Laszlo Kovacs, who had a bounty on him. It's involving a box of chocolates, because in one of the articles they talk about the box. Life is, according to this resident, not a box of chocolates. Featuring the sage, because another one of the articles we're talking about one of the sages who gets killed in a Mexican showdown style standoff. It's involving a mad prophet, because one of the characters in Beretta Crossing is a mad prophet. It's involving secret doors, because there are a lot of secret doors in this town where people can conveniently escape in the middle of chases. There's someone named Laszlo Kovacs, because he is in the news section once again, and he is being interviewed by a reporter. And the people in this town are similar to juvenile delinquents, because they just do what they want and wreak havoc for everyone. It's involving family, because some of the families in this town are affected by the constant car chases and rooftop battles. It's regarding mind-altering drugs, because if you were visiting this town, you'd think everybody here is on mind-altering drugs. It's involving a turf war, because there's all these turf wars going on between the action heroes and action villains of the town. It's involving a repeating cycle, because it's a repeating cycle of car chases and rooftop battles, the death, and it's tiresome. It's involving shadows, because this is a very shadowy town with all of these shadowy figures, as you can see in the news section. It's involving a healer, because the reporter is trying to heal Laszlo Kovacs in the news section of his action hero ways. It's involving a fall from grace, because Laszlo Kovacs falls from grace. Archetype the Phoenix, but he rises again for the final standoff. There is a beach called Vengeance Beach, which is the cliche of this is the beach where all the mentors go to die. It's regarding betrayal, because the people in this town are constantly betrayed by the turf war and action heroes and mentors and whatnot. It's involving brainwashing, because you think that the people in this town are being brainwashed by their action hero ways. Involving a false assumption, because people falsely assume that Laszlo Kovacs is not a good guy. It's involving a challenge, because the reporter takes on the challenge of interviewing her while he steals her car. It's involving a split personality, because the people of the town have different split personalities. It's involving a love triangle, because there's a love triangle between Laszlo Kovacs, the reporter, and somebody else, if you can read the news section. It's about a search for freedom, because the residents are really trying to search for freedom from this town where there's all these action movie cliches. It's involving diligence, because you have to be really diligent when you live in this town and be careful not to get run over by the constant car chases. It's regarding pride, because all the residents are prideful about where they live. It's including a harbinger of doom, because as you see in the news section, there's a harbinger of doom that makes the people in the town worried. It's involving the rise and fall of the residents in this town during these, difficult times. It's about hubris, because these people think that they can have their hubris is getting ruined by the fact that it's an adventure. So yeah. I don't know, I can't remember.